Welcome back, guys. I am definitely feeling a lot better. I sound better. I'm still super congested, but definitely don't feel as bad as I did while I was filming the last video, which I'll link here in the eye. Today, what I want to do is kind of do a more fall-ish look, because I haven't done one of those yet. And I've been looking for a lot of inspiration for them lately because I feel like when you have fair skin, like vampy fall looks can go wrong really quickly. So I found a really beautiful look on Instagram, and all the details on that post will be down in the description box below. But I actually thought this was pretty wearable. I might make a couple of small tweaks, but the girl in the photo just looks absolutely gorgeous, and I knew that I had to kind of, give that a shot. So like I said, everything about that will be down in the description box below. All the credit goes to her. This is not my look, but I really want to try this out and see how it looks, and we're going to a concert tonight, so hopefully this turns out well, because regardless of how it actually turns out, that's what I'll be wearing tonight. So, no makeup obviously, I just have my brows, so I kind of have a guide for my eyeshadow. We're going to go ahead and start off with the eyes, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first off, let's go ahead and prime the lids with a little bit of Shape Tape. I guess I can just use my finger. Honestly, it's fine. I don't know where the brush is that I usually like to use for this, so just go ahead and pat this in with my finger. And to set the Shape Tape, I'm going to go into my NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt palette in Fair and use this, the lightest shade here, and just set that Shape Tape in place. So I'm going to start on the eyes with my Modern Renaissance palette. This is literally one of my favorite palettes that I own. It's just like the best selection of shades, like a great formula, everything about it. Like, I don't have any complaints. This is actually the palette that I used for my wedding. So I guess I'll go ahead and start out here with the shade Warm Taupe and put this all in the crease and then like slightly above the crease. She really has this look like extremely blown out. I don't know if I'm going to go that far because I don't think I have as much brow bone space as she does, but we're going to do our best. Now that I look sufficiently crazy, I don't even know. I think I kind of want to go into Antique Bronze, even though it's a shimmer shade. No, you know what? Let's use a little bit of Red Ochre first before we get into the darker browns. I think I just want a little bit of the Red Ochre to kind of pop in the background here. Let's do that first. Alright, now let's kind of get into the browns and start bringing them down more on the lid. So I'm going to go into Cypress Umber here and focus this in just the deepest parts of the crease, and then also bringing the color down slightly onto the lid. And lastly, I'm going to take a little bit of Antique Bronze and just try to get this mostly in the outer corner for a little bit more dimension, because this is a shimmer shade. And finally for the lid, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Sequin and just use my finger and just kind of dab it in the middle and then blend out the edges. So while I was off camera, I went ahead and did the rest of my face makeup so that I could do my lower lash line. Unfortunately, my mic decided that while I was talking about what I did with my lower lash line, it wasn't going to be on. So that part kind of ended up getting scrapped a little bit. So what I can tell you is on the lower lash line I used 2 shades. I went in with Warm Taupe first, and then just did Antique Bronze on the inner and outer portion of the lower lash line so that in the middle we could go ahead and pop a little pinch of sequin. And then I took my Tarte Pro glitter liner in rose gold, and there's 2 ends. There's the liner end and there's the glitter end. So more glitter won't hurt. I went ahead and took the glitter end in all the spots where I had put that ColourPop Super Shock shadow, the sequin shadow. I went over it just very lightly with a little bit of glitter. I went back in and then I did Vermeer on the inner corners, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite highlight shades ever in anything. It's so beautiful. And then I took my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Blackheart, which is also one of my favorite eye pencils, and I feel like it goes really well with the Modern Renaissance palette. And I tightlined my upper lashes and then did just a very, very thin layer of liner so that I can go ahead and put on some falsies. So I'm going to go ahead, put on these Huda Beauty Samanthas, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the lashes are on. For whatever reason, this eye is watering like crazy, so those might come off in just a little bit. But now for my lips, I'm going to try to go a little vampy, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Melted Latex in Bite Me. Alright. Oh yes. Perfect. Okay guys, and this is the finished look. I am actually stoked at how this turned out. I was a little skeptical because being so fair, doing dark lips, dark eyes sometimes just really doesn't work. But if you get the shades right and you kind of work with your skin tone, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And like I said, if you want to see the original look that I found on Instagram, which was the inspiration behind this one, I will link that down in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this today. I like to try to find things occasionally that really push me outside of what I think looks good on me or what I'm comfortable with. And this was definitely one of those moments. But I'm glad that I did it because I think it turned out really cool. So again, like always, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. Please, if you like these videos, don't forget to give them a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye guys!